You've practiced for hours. You did everything your sheet music tells you to do. Fingering, dynamics. Today we're going to talk about physical, technical, and musical problem that finger can cause you and how to fix it easily. In my personal experience and my students' experience, this little habit can cause you lots of problems. And the problem I'm talking about is collapsed thumb. It's when instead of playing your thumb in a natural position, we're putting thumb on a knuckle and it drops the whole hand down. So go onto your piano, play any music or a scale and see if your thumb, if this joint is caving in. And if it does, this will be one of the most important videos you're going to watch ever. So you might think, it's just the thumb. How much trouble can it cause? And this is actually the trap, because collapsed thumb is not just a weird habit. There are more deeper issues and technical problems this thumb can cause. And there are three main problems how thumb can keep your music hostage. So the natural tendency for the thumb is to grab something. So let's go to the table or closed piano. Put your hand down and let the big knuckle collapse. What do you feel right now? I feel lots of tension in my palm, in my wrist, in my forearm. This little movement is locking your whole arm, and that's because you are engaging these gripping muscles. Now, while you are keeping your finger collapsed, try moving your fingers. It's okay, I can move them pretty easily and fast, but I still feel some muscles right here. And everybody can feel tension in different places. I feel it in my forearm. So can you imagine playing like this for hours? And that's what you're doing every day. You're fighting your own hands through tension. That's why they're getting tired or maybe hurting. Now, the second major problem is collapsed thumb is destroying the evenness in your music because it sounds very heavy. This is the main reason why some music sounds very bumpy, kind of like this. If you look at my hand, every time I'm playing a thumb, my hand is going down. My wrist is always going down. Our hands are not designed to be used in this way constantly, so this is repetitive stress. If you're a thumb victim, let me know in the comments. And the third main problem is your progress, because you're practicing wrong habits along the way for hours and you're putting it into your system. They become your second nature. And when you're playing fast music, your hands, your fingers, everything feels heavy and music sounds bumpy. This is why people are getting frustrated, because they're practicing for hours and cementing bad habits into their system. It's not about practicing more hours, it's about practicing smarter, like a smart pianist. The goal of practicing is to make your practice more effective so you can play easily. Okay, have I scared you enough? Now it's time to fix it. Before we even go into playing, let's figure out how our hand in a neutral position should look like. So let's get up, and I want you to drop your hand down. It has to be completely loose, right by your side, and this is our neutral hand in a neutral position. So let's take a look at it together. This is a perfect round hand, and where's your thumb? It's not sticking out straight or it's not jammed in against your hand. There is tiny little bend right here, and that's your hand. Another way to check your hand shape is just to put your hands on your lap, palms looking up to the sky, and your job is not to force anything, and just let your hands just stay there. And again, if you lift up your hands, this is your natural neutral shape, tension-free hand. And that's how we're supposed to play piano. This is the perfect hand. No ball holding, no egg holding. All right, now let's go to the piano and let's play with the left hand, B major scale going down. Sometimes this position is called Chopin hand position. So I'm going to play B, A sharp, G sharp, F sharp, E. If you look careful at your hand, my hand is not changing its position, neutral position, because of the black keys. My thumb is not falling down. It's staying up tall. It's touching the key, we call it the point of contact, right at the corner of my nail. So it's standing slightly taller. You can double check the same thing with the right hand. The reason I'm asking you to do it with black keys because your hand shape is not being changed. If you played on white keys, you would need to slightly adjust your hand, which means if I start at B, my hand is moving out of the keys. And look what's happening to my thumb. It's up in the air. And usually in this case, people try to move the whole hand forward, and that's exactly where the collapse is happening. Now, if you're already feeling the difference and want to fix other destructive habits in your piano technique, subscribe to my channel because I will be breaking them down in my future videos. Now, all this information and this awareness exercises, they don't mean anything if you don't put it into your playing. So right now, I want you to pick a piece that you already know, that you feel comfortable with, play it very slow, measure by measure. And when I say slow, I mean painfully slow. And I don't want you to think about any dynamics, any counts. I want you to focus only on your thumb and do not play the whole piece. Play maybe one measure or even less than a measure. So let's say if I take Debussy's First Arabesque as an example, you would want to play it fast. But we don't want to cement those habits, especially because thumbs are all over the place in this piece. So I would go to a very, very slow tempo and make sure that my thumb is not breaking the natural shape of my whole hand. It's not falling down. It's not grabbing the key. It's standing on the corner of my nail. Same thing in the right hand, standing tall. It's not breaking the wrist, and I would check the whole piece from the beginning to the end. You will be surprised how many thumbs you're using in your piece. So ultimately fixing this thumb habit is going to change your mindset because we're so used to thinking that we need to practice more to get better. But it's not about that. It's about being smarter and more efficient with our practice time. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments what other technical problems you have and I could help you to fix them. And hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into piano technique.